Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up? Big Kirk 916, getting down fresh out. You know how we do it over here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the channel, represent. Go to freshshotseries.com, pick you up some merch, and make sure you wash your ass. Yeah, I told you guys before about the prison in El Salvador. It's been open for roughly 6 months, and they ain't playing no games over there. And the criminals over here keep pushing the line. They ain't gonna be playing no games over here either. So El Salvador, right? This shit is no joke. When they cracked down over there on the gangs, they cracked down. They were tired of the murders. They were tired of people living in fear. They were tired of being in unsafe communities. The mega prison is packed with 12,000 bitter rivals from two of the most feared gangs, MS-13 and Cali 18, born on the streets of Los Angeles in the early 1980s. So a lot of times these guys get deported after they get caught up over here, and and they get back to their country. The police kill them. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys aren't trying to go back because it's no joke. If you got those gang tattoos, the police over there is not playing, man. I've heard guys say, man, if I get deported, they're gonna kill me. And that's based on what the perception is, how these guys are carrying on in that country prior. Here we are preserving day by day, trying to change with the help of God. Jose Horquila Bonello from Barrio 18 gang said from inside the cell. With his hands tied, wearing a white t-shirt and shorts, Nelson Velasquez, an inmate in cell 13 of Building 3, says he has already served 2 sentences for different crimes that total 15 years, but now awaits a new trial. When you're a child, anyone lies to you and sugarcoats you. You fall in a mistake, and when you grow up, you come to realize, said the 37-year-old. Yeah, man, a bamboozle. You get caught up in the gang life, you're doing shit, and before you know it, you're fully fledged criminal, doing all type of different things that aren't really socially becoming, and now you're effed. Prisoners also plead for officials to give food and medicine for the terminally ill dying around them. The prison pavilions have a curved roof that guarantees natural ventilation for the prisoners, as well as skylight spaces to filter the sun's rays into the patio that separates the cells. Human Rights Commissioner El Salvador Andre Guzman visited the prison and insisted the inmates are in good condition and their human rights are being respected. But humanitarian groups question how gang members are treated at the CECOT. That's the acronym CECOT. They say inmates have no mattresses, no chance to step outside into fresh air, and are regularly beaten and tortured by guards. The UN denounced among the tens of thousands of detainees, there are at least 1,600 minors. A report by human rights group Crystal Soul found that 174 inmates have been tortured and killed in horrifically violent deaths in the years since President Nayib Bukele launched his merciless campaign against the gangs. President Nayib Bukele said in the new gigantic prison, inmates will no longer have access to prostitutes, PlayStations, screens, mobile phones, and computers. As part of his campaign against violent crime, the prison is secured day and night by 600 soldiers, 250 police officers, while prison officials with assault rifles will guard the inside, making it impossible to escape. Electronic equipment will block cell phone signals to prevent any communication from the prison, the government has said. Built in a remote area near Tecoluca, the prison covers 166 hectares and is believed it could be the largest prison in the world. Currently, the title belongs to Silivri Penitentiary's campus in Istanbul, Turkey, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, as the largest prison. Bokalia said the new mega prison is a fundamental element in finally winning the war against gangs. They said, I guess for 75, what did it say, 75 inmates, they got 2 toilets and 2 sinks. Man. You guys got to think bigger, man. Don't want to get caught up in those situations where you got to do anything like that. Because I'm telling you, even in the prison over here in America, and I've been to a few of them, I've seen some situations that are pretty horrific and mentally terrifying if you're not, strong enough to handle the situation. People lose their mind. People go crazy in prison, and once you lose your sanity, it's a wrap, man. You have no desire to live. You get out and you basically just go all out. So think before you act, man, and hopefully make better choices in your life. Big Kirk 916, fresh out.
What are you doing?
Man, I need to go wash that ass. Some of you guys be walking around the gym funky. You guys need to go wash your ass. Go to freshoutseries.com and pick up a bar of soap, man. You can't be walking around the gym funky. Make sure you go wash them nuts. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at freshoutseries.com.
Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com.
I didn't start off as a bad kid. Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.